Hello everybody, it's just playing some boat here, and today we will be taking a look at the most underrated cruiser in World of Warships Legends, the Amalfi. So first I'm going to show you what upgrades I have on it, and then I have a double feature to show off the glory of this ship. So in the first slot we have Aiming Systems Mod 1, Steering Gears Mod 2, Steering Gears Mod 3, and you could go with Concealment if you really wanted to, but I like to have a maneuverable ship. It's all up to you. And then in the fourth slot, I have Main Battery Mod 3. And unfortunately, I don't have all the upgrades yet, but that does not make the ship any worse. I still get pretty good games in it, but I will be getting those upgrades pretty soon. But yeah, so the upgrades just give you more rudder, more health, increase the range and damage of the guns. The Italians are known for their rolling smoke. They do not have sonar, but they do have a catapult fighter and heatles. So yeah, they're still pretty good. They're still viable. I don't really want to focus on the stats too much here, but the main two stats I really want to look at is the maneuverability. 42.1 maximum speed and 5.2 rudder shift without the upgrade. I can get that rudder shift down to maybe 2 seconds as well, and not to mention the 10.4 detectability range, which is amazing, and that's without the concealment mod as well. You could go full concealment and get it below 9 kilometers, or in that range. Most definitely. The armor on this ship is, it's tricky. You can't bow tank 15-inch shells, but if you angle your ship well enough when you're broadside, you'll be able to bounce almost every shell in the game except Yamato's and maybe Georgia. The armor is very interesting. You can survive. Its survivability is very high for a cruiser. It's on par with Hipper in my opinion. It's very, very survivable. But yeah, it's got, as you can see, the Citadel is, it's pretty big, but the ship is also very long, and it's above the water. The Citadel is above the waterline, unfortunately, but it's still pretty good for the size of the ship. And now onto my commander, Francisco Membelli, with that base trait of decreasing reload time, and I have Karl von Mueller and Gunichi Miwaka as inspirations. First skill is Ingenious. That's what I run on every cruiser. And then Full Speed Ahead, and then Velocis, Steer Clear, and Fully Packed. Classic Agile build. And now, with that being said, let's get into this game. This is the first game, and we are on Land of Fire. Sorry about that. So we spawn on Seaside, and as you can see, there's the only main threat on the enemy team is that Georgia. They can mess me up. They can overmatch pretty much everything on my ship. And what you want to do in these Italian cruisers is really get in there with your speed, because as you can see, the acceleration on these things are amazing even without propulsions. I mean, as soon as we start off, we're already at around 20 knots. You can get it up to 42 knots, which is excellent. And you don't really have anything to fear in these Italian cruisers, because even if you do get into trouble, you can just pop that rolling smoke and get out of the situation. So we're going to be advancing up to sea, and I believe we have a Vladivostok, and I forgot who the other person was that was with us. But shout out to that Vladivostok for being a great battleship captain. He helped me out. So first thing we do is put up our spotter plane in hopes of spotting the enemy battleship. And there he is, Nagato. You can easily pen him with that 203mm HE. And the reload time is pretty bad on these, but if you get that fourth slot upgrade that decreases the reload time, you can get it down to 13 seconds, and if I get my commander up to level 16, it'll probably be lower. First shot at Mogami is pretty good, pretty solid. Took out his torpedo tube, set him on fire. Sizing up that New Orleans, see if he's gonna pop around the corner with the seeing if I could get a torp strike on him or not. As you can see, the ingenious skill really helps, because if you look at the top right corner when I'm spotted, I can see who's targeting me. And that's why I really like it. Unless you know. Now Nagato is pushing straight up, which is probably not a very good idea, not even knowing if there's a destroyer on this side on his part. But I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and just assume that he's a pretty new player. That's alright.
Returning to ship.
And first shot on New Orleans, I get a double fire, 3 pins. Pretty good. He's going to let that burn for a little bit, I believe. As you can see, almost no damage on an angled Amalfi. He shot AP and only got a shot into my superstructure and did pretty much nothing. The side armor is excellent on this ship. Now Nagato goes dark, and he spotted another Mogami. Sorry, I tried to get a shot here at Mogami, but the shells went through the island, so it didn't register the shots. And the AP is also very good on the Amalfi. I will be showcasing that later. Excuse me. I'll be showcasing that later in the video. So right here, we're just trying to wait for some people to get spotted. And I'm thinking about going around this corner and just torping this Nagato, because I have the speed. I know I can survive a salvo from his front 2 guns. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to get this guy off the board. And also get into C-cap. Since we don't have a destroyer over here, you've got to get into C-cap. And you know, being a good cruiser player isn't all about just sitting behind a rock and burning battleships to death. As you can see, Nagato, I'm pretty sure, either left or got disconnected or something. So I'm not going to shoot him at all, because you don't have to only chase damage in this game. I see a lot of teammates that completely throw games by not getting into the cap, not contesting caps, or defending bases and stuff. And it really makes me lose a lot of games just having teammates completely throw like that. Sure, you may get 200,000 damage, but did you get any caps? Did you defend any caps? And no. That, as you see, I'm getting tag teamed by the 2 cruisers out there, so I smoke up, which is very useful. And I'm about to get a very nice AP salvo on this Mogami, as he is going flat broadside to me. And goodbye. Go back to port, Mogami. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. But as you can see, I'm capturing C, because it's not impossible to capture points in a cruiser. People always just assume that destroyers will go for the points and capture all the points, but no, it's your job as well. And as you can see, I use maneuverability here to dodge these torpedoes, and my rudder gets taken out, so I repair that just in case I overturn and get hit by a torpedo, and they fell short. Switching back to HE here, and then I see this Atlanta, and I try to predict if he's going to turn in or not. And luckily, my Vladivostok here is going to absolutely touch this man. So thank you, Vladivostok, for helping me there. So I got 2 ships on each side of me. So, and he's gone. So now I direct my attention back to that New Orleans that was behind me. And again, my rudder gets taken out. Don't know how this thing's rudder gets taken out so much. And luckily that Bismarck was shooting HE, so I didn't get touched too bad there. I'm still trying to capture this point, but I'm unfortunately keep on getting reset, and I'm getting shot by like 2 or 3 people. I'm asking for help here, and yeah, I'm gonna try to get into fully packed range of this battleship here, so I can get my smoke back and sit in here and capture C, so we can have that for our team. And what you'll notice is this is not a very high damage game, but just taking caps and dodging rounds, like you can get XP just from that. I'm gonna be top of the leaderboard even from putting out pretty low damage for a cruiser. And I pretty much just took damage for the team, and like you get XP for dodging shells, potential damage, and capturing bases, defending bases, and a lot of XP for shooting destroyers as well. So you see, I'm gonna try to shoot this New Orleans from around the corner, but he unfortunately slows down, and I missed that salvo. My torpedo tubes are taken out on that side. And I'm gonna try to shoot here, but auto aim kind of messes my shot up here and makes my stick go to the left a lot for whatever reason. And he's gonna get one more AP salvo on me, doing about 5,000 damage, unfortunately. But it's okay because we're about to get this cap, and I'm gonna start advancing towards B to help out this Vladivostok with the Cleveland. I don't know what this Cleveland was thinking, brawling with a large Russian battleship. Apparently he just wanted to kill himself, but you know, people do what they do, can't help it. But Cleveland doesn't have torpedoes, and he's just going to brawl with his battleship for some reason. I'm gonna help out the Vladivostok a bit here, also showcasing the AP. And people always say it's impossible to citadel the Cleveland, but there was a citadel right there, along with 6 overpens, of course. Because yeah, American light cruisers aren't broken at all. And he tries to get an AP salvo on me, and again, showcasing an angled Amalfi is almost impossible to penetrate. Vladivostok showing some amazing sportsmanship there. I thank him for being a good teammate. And we were trying to get into B here, but the Bismarck on the enemy team rams our friendly battleship, as you can see there. And that's the end of that game. It's not a barn burner at all, but it just showcases what you gotta do in these Italian cruisers. You know, it's not always about damage. It's not about damage at all. And I think the best pleasure about this game is winning for your team. I don't think it's about damage at all. I know some people like getting those big damage games, and that's how they feel accomplished, but I feel accomplished winning for your team and putting in work for your team. That's how I think everyone should view it. So now we're on hotspot here, and we're gonna go to Seaside because they only spawned 2 people over there. Again, using our speed to get there in under 2 minutes. The speed on this ship is absolutely fantastic, and I love it. And during these 2 battles, I didn't even have 3 of my upgrades. So, if you guys are thinking about getting the Amalfi, you should definitely get it. It is a fantastic ship. And now this game really isn't about how you should be playing the Amalfi or playing for the team, because I make some mistakes in this one as well. But this one's just more of a fun game in the Amalfi and what you can pull off. Now there's going to be a Lee Fantastic on Seaside that I do not know about until a little bit late. And I do not go for him, I go for a battleship instead. But I will explain my reasoning as you will see here in a little bit. So Colorado spotted. As you see, I'm being targeted by 2 people, so I start turning out to make myself an unattractive target. I'm just trying to set some fires on Colorado, because the HE is very good in the Amalfi. I don't think it's... I know I've heard a few people say the HE is a little bit anemic, but I don't think so at all. I think it's going to be even better once I get the upgrade for it. As you can see, I got instant fire on Colorado. I believe he's going to put that out. Yes, he does. Trying to set another one here, but I don't think I do. But I'm going to leave that to the shores, because he's the real fire starter here. I'm going to get right into C-cap, because I noticed that there's no battleships pushing C, and there's no one trying to really contest it. So if you see that no one's contesting a cap, you should try to go in it, especially in an Amalfi where you have smoke. And you see, those are torpedoes from the Lee Fantastic, but they just run out of range. And the Leaf Fantastic completely puts himself out of position for this entire game. So I figure, you know, if he's not really going to contest this cap or try to kill our battleships, I'll go for the... I'll just try to get this cap and help out our Iowa here. Because I'm not going to put myself out of position and completely throw for my team trying to chase down a destroyer that probably has under 5 kilometers of detectability. That is just a waste of time, and Italians do not have sonar, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, but I can live without sonar. Colorado spotted on my left, but I don't think he's even paying attention over here. He's kind of tunnel visioned. And as you can see, Richelieu, last second, takes a shot at me, but using the excellent maneuverability, I dodge every single round. That's why I like having double rudder. I just throw some torpedoes out there just in case he starts to forward, because on the Amalfi, you get, I think it's 12 kilometer range torpedoes. They're very slow, but you would be surprised on how many times you catch people lacking. Instant double fire on Richelieu there, and I believe I'm going to actually get a third one on him. And right before he shoots the Iowa to reset him, we get the cap, which is huge for our team. I don't think some people really understand how important getting caps are in this game. It is extremely important. That's how you win games. I see a lot of, especially Japanese destroyers, just going hunting down battleships and doing absolutely nothing for the team. And it is just, it's really, really irritating when you're doing your best for the team and your destroyer's just off somewhere torping battleships sitting at the back of the map. So when the destroyers aren't doing your job and you're in an agile cruiser, you gotta do it for them. Get it in that cap, try to contest it, capture it for the team. As you can see, this Richelieu is just burning to death. He's not long for this world, and Bismarck is also coming over here. I'm not very scared of him. But it looks like my torpedoes are about to hit, and I believe they run out of range, unfortunately. Yeah, they do. That's okay. There's an Okachav out there. I'm going to try to take one shot at him, but he's just being a worm out there. Just dodging all the rounds that come at him. He's harassing our Iowa. I'm not too worried about them. One good shot in that Iowa can absolutely touch him. But I didn't hit him with that salvo, so I'm just not even going to waste my bullets on him. I'm going to help out this Iowa with these double battleships over here. As you can see, we have the cap and point advantage right now. Or no, we're even on caps, but we have about 200 more points because they've lost 3 ships.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
And Richelieu's about to go down. I get another fire on Richelieu, so he's pretty much dead. I know that I can stop shooting him. And here's where I kind of mess up. I totally forgot about that Leaf Fantastic because he's been putting himself completely out of position. He's been doing pretty much nothing this whole game. So I'm gonna try to get torps off on this Bismarck. As you can see, Richelieu goes down. I get the Arsonist already. I had him on 3 fires. I mean, there's not much he can really do. And as you can see, I'm gonna use my speed to just zoom around this corner. I'm gonna angle my armor so I don't take that much damage. He's gonna shoot me, take some good chunks out. His secondaries are going off, absolutely chunking me. I'm just gonna use my speed. I'm gonna take the bullets and use my speed here to get some torpedoes off. As you can see, Leaf Fantastic takes out the shores with the torpedoes, and I'm pretty much almost dead here. So I'm gonna get torps off and immediately smoke up, which would have been amazing if it worked, but unfortunately, the Leaf Fantastic will take the little bit of health that we have after we go dark. As you can see, I was like, oh wow, it worked, and then, nope, I died. But yeah, this is pretty much that game. We won this game, and pretty much, I just watched my teammates for a little bit more, and go back, or just watch them. I end up top of the team, There's the Iowa right there was right under me by like 60 XP points, or one of the Iowas was. But yeah, that was showcasing some of the Amalfi. But I'm definitely going to be posting more videos on the Amalfi in the future. So yeah, the Amalfi is a very good ship, and I definitely recommend anyone that enjoys playing cruisers and knows how to play cruisers, pick it up, because it is amazing. I did not think I was going to like it so much, but I love it. So yeah, goodbye YouTube, just playing some boats, out.